Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyger1324 up here today with a sort of, I guess it's not really a vlog, it's more so, I guess, a bit of an update sort of thing. Sort of a video to start the new year, so to say. And, well, there's a few things I just want to get off my chest, a few things that I want to sort of just put out there and just, not really a plan, but some things that I'd like to achieve this year. Now, 2017 was a bit of a up and down year for me, and I don't really want to go into too much detail on why it was up and down. And yes, I'm aware I have a spot in the middle of my head. It's pissing me off. It's just as much as it's probably going to piss you off. But I think one thing I am a little bit disappointed in is the fact that towards the end of last year, I sort of weren't doing a lot of videos to the extent that I'd like to do. Now, I know you guys are aware that I have a baby in the house, so obviously being able to do videos on a regular, consistent basis is something that's not easy. Now, that being said, I think what I might start doing is, now my son's in a routine of going to bed any time between 8 and 10 o'clock at night. And obviously me and Eva will go to bed any time between 11:30 to 1 o'clock sometimes. So there's nothing wrong with me coming downstairs and doing a gameplay video there and then. Today I can hopefully be able to play the Xbox a little bit more because my son's going for his injection. So last time we had him, all he did was sleep. But that being said, there is a lot going on this week. We're going to be sorting the house out, so to say, and we're hopefully going to be getting some a new arrangement. So one of the things hopefully we're getting is a new TV cabinet, so it's going to be quite big. Now that means I can put my Xbox up again, Skybox TV, and hopefully in the future, unless I win some money on the Irish lottery beforehand, if not, I've got a holiday coming up in February with my family, and it's going to be a big holiday, Centre Park. Really looking forward to it. I'm sure I might do a bit of a holiday vlog like last year, because I enjoyed that. I really did enjoy doing that sort of vlog style video. But that being said, so obviously I want to save some money. Now, I am going to town on Friday with Heather, so I might pick a few things up. I said that this time we'll treat ourselves to some things this week, and and then afterwards we'll just save some money for holiday, and then hopefully after holiday, unless I win the Irish lottery beforehand, I'm not Irish, but I do the Irish lottery. It's so much better than the English lottery. Check it out. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting a PS4. Now, I wanted a PS4 for a long time, just because there's a lot of great exclusives on the PS4. I'm still going to get most of my multi-platform games on the Xbox One. But on the PS4, also another reason is so I can play with my brothers, who both have PS4s now. Well, all three of my brothers have PS4s, should I say. So I'll be able to play with them. Now, I just want to put out there that I didn't do a lot of videos because, not being funny, when I'm at my mum's, I really don't get a lot of videos done because when I'm here, it's just me and Heather. So obviously, we're running around after Logan a lot of the time, so we don't really get a lot of time to just spend to ourselves to do videos, for me to do videos, which is what I like to do. It's a hobby. I don't make any money off doing YouTube or anything like that. So I can't, make this a permanent thing where I can do it every single day. You're guaranteed you're going to get a video. I don't have a great setup. All I've really got is a capture card, my phone, and my partner's laptop, but that's about it. really. I do want to get a better setup. There's nothing really that I want more than to have a decent setup. Now, like I said, we are doing the house up, so hopefully down here, the bookcase with all my PS2 games on, I'm debating on taking off the PS1 games and the PS3 games and putting them on the new bookcase. We're hopefully getting a new bookcase as well to put down here. Now, we've got 2 bookcases upstairs, 2 smaller bookcases, one with Xbox games on, a bunch of Xbox games on, one with a bunch of, you know, Wii, DS, PSP, PC stuff just thrown on there. So we're going to be moving that into her mum's room, or the spare room as we call it at the moment. So hopefully if we do that, we can, those games will be moved. So we'll have more room in our room, and hopefully we can get a bookcase down here. Now, I said I prefer a smaller bookcase so I could put perhaps all the DVD box sets, because you know me, I've got a ton of DVD box sets. And when I say box sets, I'm not talking about small box sets with maybe 1 season of a show on it. I'm talking about thick box sets like the Family Guy box set, my 200 Tales of Terror movie box set, stuff like that. And I do have, you know, some of the smaller box sets as well, but I'd like to have all the TV shows and big box sets together, just because it makes more room on the DVD bookcase for more DVDs down the line. And but like I said, I'm going into town on Friday, so I'm gonna have a look at a bookcase. If I see if they don't, I get my bookcases normally from British Heart Foundation. It's a charity shop. So you know you're spending money on good stuff, but also the quality is great. And normally you can get a bookcase that would have been £150-200 for about £50. It's fantastic. I don't see why I would go out and pay, you know, £250 for a bookcase where I can get pretty much the same thing for a third of the price. You know what I mean, guys? It does its job, and that's what it's there for. But like I said, I'm not sure exactly whether, if I get a big book, if they have a big bookcase, I'll probably put a big bookcase upstairs, and I'll put all the Xbox games and the Wii and stuff games on that, and then move one of the small bookcases down here. If they don't have a big bookcase and they only have a smaller one, I'll just buy the smaller one and put it down here for the, you know, the spare DVDs and stuff. Now, I do want to, so another thing, we are doing all the rooms, so obviously Heather's going to be doing the room with her mum today upstairs, so hopefully that means tomorrow I can sort of go through all my Xbox games, the Wii games, put them all back, sort them all out and stuff like that. But knowing my luck, I'll sort them all out and I'll end up getting a big bookcase and have to put them all back together. But if they're all together, then it's quite simple, a case of me just transferring them over. So that's happening, so, you know, just be aware that we've got a busy week this week. So if there isn't any more videos this week, don't be, you know, disgruntled, I guess would be the word. I do feel disappointed in myself. I know some of you guys might be aware and be like, you know, you can't do it all the time, and that's true. I can't. I'd love to be able to do YouTube permanently and make it my job and all this stuff. I think most people do who do YouTube, and like I said, I do feel a bit disappointed in the last set of videos that I've done. Haven't really put a lot of effort into them. Now, I'm not saying that I don't put loads and loads of effort into my videos. A lot of the time, most of them are unedited, because I don't have the knowledge I can learn, but the items, I guess the equipment would be the better word to say it, I don't have a good PC, I don't have editing software, I don't have all this magical stuff that some of the big YouTubers have and stuff like that, or even some of the smaller YouTubers have great editing software and stuff like that. Now that's something I do want to learn, and I do want to get that, but at the moment we don't have the room, so we're doing a big house clean, a big sweep. I'm not talking about just get a few, you know, put a few things away, move them around. I mean, get rid of a bunch of stuff. I had to get rid of a bunch of my old clothes, and I'm not saying I'm a hoarder, but sometimes it is very hard for me to throw stuff away. I'm not saying, when I say throw stuff away, I don't mean like, oh, I keep rubbish everywhere. I mean stuff that I've brought, I don't like to get rid of, because I think to myself, I paid for that at one point. If it's an old clothes and it's broken and torn, that don't bother me. If it's, you know, if something's in good condition, it's like my partner said to me, she goes, she said, well, why don't you get rid of some of your DVDs? And I go, well, no, that's something I don't really want to do. And not only that, I'm not going to get a ton of money for them anyway. So I don't, I've never been one of these guys to sort of sell stuff for the sake of it. That's part of being a collector as well. So what sort of videos are we expecting this, I guess we'll say season, because when I say season, I mean from now until April or till May, and then we could do season 2 could be May till, July or June, July, and then season 3 would be July till, September, and then finally September, July till, mid-September or October, and then obviously the final part. But I don't want to get ahead of myself yet. Like I said, getting a PS4 hopefully soon. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully when we do this big house clean, that means I'm going to be able to have most of my consoles at least set up, ready to play, or in a position to be set up and played. Now, like I said, I don't play a ton of games anymore. Now, I do play them, but at my mum's, I do have more chance to play my games, because obviously we've got plenty of people in the house. And my mum being nanny, she will look after Logan, and she won't complain at all. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I don't take advantage of that. I don't take advantage of her. I mean, if she's looking after Logan, I'll, probably go and play a bit of Xbox while I can, because I know when I come back home, I'm not going to have a ton of time. That spot is so pissing me off. But, yeah. But, I think most people my age, you have kids, a newborn or a baby or whatever, know the struggle of being able to not being able to have a lot of time to yourself. But that's part of being a parent, I guess. And it's not easy, but at the same time, it's not. It could be a lot worse. He's a good kid for the most part. I say for the most part. He has these days where he isn't, but like I said, he's having his injection today, so hopefully he'll sleep. So that means I can play a bit of Xbox. If you're wondering what I've been playing lately, I've mainly been playing Borderlands, the first game. Just to talk about it a little bit. If I was to recommend a Borderlands game for someone who's never played any of the Borderlands games to play first, Borderlands 2 it's more user friendly. I find Borderlands 1 to be a completely different game, but again, it's similar, but it's completely different. Now, I'm going to do a video on Borderlands at some point this week anyway, just a gameplay video, and I'll probably talk more about why I think that's the case and stuff like that. I don't know. I just think that the first game is a little bit more harder and much more challenging, but still a fun game. Obviously, it's on the Game Pass, so if you have the Game Pass, you can get it for free, which is great. And the last set of Game Pass games were fantastic. We've got some good stuff in there. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, stuff like that. If you're wondering if there's anything else that I picked up, I did pick up last week. They had on the sale, the New Year's sale, there's 370 or so games discounted at fantastic prices on the Xbox store. And I think Games with Gold is reset this week. Not Games with Gold, but Deals with Gold is reset. So I'll set my Xbox up in a minute and see what's on the store. But I got Just Cause 3 XL Edition, which I believe is Just Cause 3 with all the DLC. I got that for £12.64, I believe it was. Originally would have been £62.94, which means I saved a good £50 on a game that's decent. I've heard good things about it, and the second one I put a lot of time into playing that game. And I mean, last time I played it, I couldn't get past one of the missions, but sometimes you do that. You come back to a game and you either do much better than before, or you do much worse. That's the case. But if you're wondering what sort of things I might pick up on Friday, I'm not going to go mad. But now that I know that I'm going to be getting paid a few more times before I go on holiday, I'm kind of a bit more like, yes, okay, I can get a few things. So, I'm probably going to pick up the last 3 seasons of South Park that I need, season 18, 19, and 20. Of course, I might pick up the Futurama box set. I don't know. and I'll have a look in CEX because Heather's got to go into town, Primark for a while, and she wants to get herself a bunch of clothes. Fair enough, fair enough. So if that's the case, I'll probably go and have a look in CEX, stuff like that. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to come out with a ton of games, so I'm not going to come out with loads of sports titles or stuff like I have done before. I'll probably just come out with a few mixed match of games that I'm going to play, and I think that's what I'm going to change now. We don't have a lot of room, so obviously, not saying that I'm never going to be able to buy stuff. Now, most of the time, if I get a new game, it's normally digital, so it's not a big issue. But I think one of the things that I need to start doing, at least now, is not getting games for the sake of getting them for the collection. I'm not going to stop collecting. I'm not going to. My ultimate goal is to have full collections of the games that I collect. So full Xbox 360 collection, full Xbox One, full Xbox Classic, full PS2, DS, all that stuff. I do want that, but at the moment I don't have the room for all that. If I had the full collection for everything, I think every room would be full of games, and I'd love that. I really would, but I can't, do that at the moment. So I think now, if I'm gonna get a game, it should be a game that I'm gonna go, okay, I'll play this at some point. Not to say that every single game that I have, I can definitely play and do a video on. No problem. But at the same time, I look back now and I think all the times that I came home with 2 heavy bags full of games, compared to now where I'm coming home with maybe, a few DVDs and maybe the odd game. And I look to myself, wow, a lot has changed. Now, rightly so. I can't be going out and spending £200 on just tons of games. When you have a kid, not only that, you ain't got the room. So obviously, I've got to be careful. But that's not to say that I'm not going to ever do it again. No, I'd love to go off and do that again. But I'll see how we go on Friday. And if I get a good amount of stuff, I'll do a pickups video. Even if I get a semi-decent amount of stuff, I can still do a pickups video and then maybe talk a little bit more about the stuff. And that's normally what I do. If I've got more stuff, I'll I'll try and get more stuff as I can. But yeah, so I think that's that. Now, as for YouTube, what exactly do I want to do? Now, I want to start to be able to put more time into YouTube, but also a little bit more quality. So hopefully this week I'll try and get a gameplay video done this week. So just so you're aware that it is a busy week this week. So obviously, it is a busy week this week. So obviously, don't be surprised if there isn't any more videos this week. I'll try and do at least one more. But if there's, I love routine. I do love routine, but at the same time, I don't have routine anymore. So I have to be careful, But I'll try and work around it. Like I said, I might have to start doing a video at night now, even if that means playing a game at night. Now, my partner's going back to work in March, so that's going to be fun for me on my own with a baby But to be honest, I'll see how I go. If I've got money, there's nothing wrong with me going into town with him or stuff like that. So I'm not too worried. I am a little bit nervous, but at the same time, we do spend a lot of time separate, which is unfortunate. Now we haven't been the last month we've been a bit all over the place, both of us. So it's hard, and I've had a rough year. What, my nan, my granddad passing away, my mum being ill, all that stuff. All that stuff, So I don't know. It's been hard. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, this year's going to be much better, because I don't know that. Every time you say this year's going to be great at the start of the year, you get to the end of the year and be like, nah, next year's going to be better. That's the thing. That's the thing with life. Bad things happen, good things happen. You can't do nothing about it. And the thing is, I've been having a little. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all my problems and go into detail because that's not what I'm here to do. And I'm sure you guys need, you know, you don't want to sit here and just listen to a guy talk about his problems. But just say lately, the last month, we've been a bit of a rough patch. So obviously I've got to work on that. But to be honest, guys, that's about it really. I hope you guys. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention actually. One thing I do want to get started, or do want to actually include, is you guys. If you guys are interested, sorry, in doing. If you guys are interested in maybe doing some videos together, now that could be a collaboration video. So, for example, if we talk about some of our favourite games, it could be over Skype. A podcast style video would be quite cool. You know, just get a bunch of people talking about stuff. Could be anything. Gaming as well. If you guys want to hit me up on the gaming, all you've got to do is ask. The best way to contact me is leave a message. But I might leave, if I remember, I think my Instagram is probably the best way to contact me, actually. I don't use Instagram that much, but it's much better than Twitter or something like that, because I don't use them that much. But I believe my Instagram is Kyger1324. Most of my social media is the same name, so that's the best way to contact me, whether, you know, with ideas for videos, or even if you want to be a part of a video, gameplay, sort of gaming, I guess, suggestions, all that stuff. Let me know, because I'll be interested in trying to work with you guys and talk to you guys, because there are some people, you know, that leave comments on my videos and it makes me smile. I'm glad to see that you're enjoying it and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this video here because I've got to put my Xbox back in to set up. Just got to wash up quickly, and I don't know what time Heather's going to be back. They're going to get these injections. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and of course, feel free to comment below. Let me know if you're interested in that idea I just said. And I'm sorry for about the last few weeks that there hasn't been that many videos, and what there hasn't really been a video. That's just my brother being stupid and making me do shit. And then finally, and of course, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I just want to give a big thanks. 130 subscribers. I checked my view count. Over 40,000 views in total. I can't believe it. It's mad. It's mad. I'm really happy with that. And sorry I don't look great at the moment. I'm not ill or nothing. Well, I don't feel amazing, but I'm not ill. I just not long got up. To tell you the truth. But yeah. So guys, of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.